Welcome to the stream, ladies and gentlemen. This is Armored Warfare. I am just starting it up. We're going to look at what it's about, if it's worth my time or not as a free-to-play gamer. If it's, if it's like one of those cash grabs, or if it's rewarding in its own right. For those of you who don't know, this game is a little bit different in regards to warfare terms. It is not your based on real life military experiences. Like, if you ever watch the trailer, it is basically mercenaries taking control of these tanks. Supposedly, the big corporations took over the world and stuff. Sort of mirroring what's happening in the real world today with things like Google and whatnot. But mercenaries for hire, taking sides and whatnot, and that's what this is all about here, supposedly. And going through the tutorial here, trying to do the training, as it were, get used to the controls. Now, I did play World of Tanks, and it was alright, for a TDM experience based on tanks. His movement was what you'd expect from tank gameplay, and I imagine this will be the same in some ways. Press to close. So we got a map here. Battle begins. It's got a countdown supposedly. Shows you the map. Shows you the routes and whatnot. Probably should turn the volume down a little bit on this thing. Zork. Settings. Turn the sound down a bit here, so you can actually hear me.
It's time to see how you can handle your vehicle. First, move to the marked point.
Hear that tank motor running as loud as it is. Kind of off-putting here. Man, I gotta turn it way down just to get it to like a level that's tolerable. Farts and poops and pants. It is that. Okay, let's see. I just did something. Don't know how to put the map off of the thing, but maps up there in front of me for some reason. Movement, aiming, stop. Kind of confusing here, as it were. Can't aim with the stupid. Okay, I can put the map away. This is Armored Warfare, the latest free-to-play game of the tank type, sort of a team deathmatch type experience. The story supposedly is that you're controlling tanks as a mercenary for hire for big global corporations that took over leadership roles in the world. And yeah, it's just really, basic premise. The trailer was pretty cool. I'm trying to see if it is worth the time spent in it. The controls feel a little more responsive than World of Tanks, to be honest. I gotta actually rotate this thing properly here. Feels like you're like you would move a tank. The left controls the bottom portion. The right thumbstick controls the turret, as it were. Very tanky controls. So we're going down in the hole here. I guess this is for a cover or whatever. Cover options for when you're playing in multiplayer. Might have turned the volume down a little too low, but but it was very loud, very very loud. Yeah, the control of the tank feels more smooth than I remember World of Tanks being. So this is definitely a better game in that aspect. Yes, definitely feels more smooth and responsive. Uh, where am I going? I'm supposed to be going somewhere. Back up my tank. Uh, see, bring the map up. Sniper shooting. Okay. Yeah, I think the objectives could be a little more clear than that, but I think it's alright. Yeah, I think it's alright. This game and Smite Tactics came out this week. Now, I played the beta of Smite Tactics, and it was pretty cool. Sort of a turn-based, card-inclusive RPG type thing. But, not to detour off of the topic here, but yeah, there's been a lack of free-to-play games this year. I remember last year they were like coming out maybe once every 2 weeks, like different ones. And then when the lock on with L1, okay, and then when the I want to say PUBG, but it's not PUBG. It's the frickin' Fortnite came out. They slowed down on the releases of everything. So. Trying to get in range here. You gotta wait for the reload and stuff. And the ready for your cannon to be. I'm running all over crap here, as it were. Not a good tank driver. Just clicking buttons, not minding the meter and whatnot. Boom. It kind of slows down the action. You definitely got to take cover in some instances and not be out in the open. Turn responsiveness is kind of slow. Which one did you want to get? Which one? Import. Japan's got a lot of cool import games, actually. Oh yeah, I remember that one. I've seen that. I've seen that one. Yeah, it looks better than games like this. Like I would definitely give that a try. Like if I could, like because that looks way better than what I think that this type of game is. This one sort of caters to the military fans, like the more realistic, you know, military type fans here. I like a little anime with my see it. I'm gonna snipe it from the from behind the little dumpster truck right there. It's like But basically, this has, like, if this is anything like World of Tanks, it's gonna have a garage where you can, like, sort of in the vein of games like Gran Turismo, where you can um, change ammo types here. I want R1. I need to back this thing up. Yeah, a lot of the great Japanese games do not make it over here. It's really unfortunate. Very, very unfortunate. I was looking at the Japanese store earlier today and seeing how many things I'd love to play, and a lot of RPG stuff, a lot of horror games that we won't see over here. A lot of stuff over there doesn't get released over here because I think they're too afraid that it's gonna not sell all that well. I don't think they have confidence in the Western market, because they think everybody over here wants the Call of Duty experience, and then if they can't sell games like that, um, and they can't attract that kind of crowd or money, they think they're a failure or something. So um, I think a company can make money over time if the game was really good. Like, I think this rush to get the day one sales and whatnot, I don't think it works for everyone. I don't think it's a good business model to go by. I don't think it's viable in every sense, But like a lot of this, I'm trying to rotate the stupid thing here. A lot of this push to get the day one sales, the quick sales, the quick money. It's not gonna do a lot of people a lot of favors. It's not gonna do the businesses favors because their greed shows through, and what they add, these little microtransactions, the DLC and all that stuff, and you can really tell they're grabbing for the money and they're not putting in much effort in the game experience. So it's a lot about the cash grab these days. It's more about the day one sales, and it's an unfortunate thing. I think I missed that. Let me see. Change ammo types. Okay. Get my rockets here. Whoa, I'm being hit. I think I blew it up one hit. Oh man. Yeah, this grab, I mean, I think it feels like there is a sort of a desperation in the industry. Like either they think it's going to tank and people are losing interest, or they realize something's happening in the world that's going to, going to cost them, money or whatever. Like the market's going to tank or something. Like they have insider information or something. It makes you wonder. Because there definitely seems to be some kind of desperation going on in this cash grab mentality that's going on. So it's not a good thing. It's not a good thing for the industry. It's not a good thing for gamers. It's not a good thing for consumers. It's everybody's losing out. Everybody's losing out, I think. So anyways, that was the tutorial. Basically, easy to pick up controls. L2 to zoom in and snipe, R2 to shoot, press triangle, then R1 to change ammunition type, uh, left thumbstick for the bottom portion of the tank, right thumbstick for the cannon. So it's I think this came with free DLC you can download from the store. I downloaded it, but I decided not to. I deleted it. I don't know. I might re-download it. I'm just not bothered with Naruto too much, and my hard drive is getting filled up with all this stuff I'm downloading. So I had to make some room for some stuff. I'd like to give it a try, see what it's about, but like, the Naruto games are alright. They're 3D brawlers, they're okay. Your typical Bandai Namco type deal. Nothing wrong with that. It's just, Naruto is not my favorite anime. I mean, I like the early stuff, but the more it went along, it sort of lost me a bit. Light tank. Okay, so I can make a light tank here. Let's see, what do I want? That is definitely a light tank right there. That's more like a more like a little miniature vehicle. The stopping power there ain't gonna do much good. Rent. You can rent some, so they're going to be making money off of rentals. That's another thing about these games, these types of games, where you can pay to rent stuff or do stuff like that on top of the DLC and everything. I think I saw the highest DLC for this thing was like $129, if I'm not mistaken. Armor pack, like a tank. You get tanks and stuff, and decals and skins and all that good stuff. I think I'll select battle mode, PvP. So it's got the PvP and the missions. Missions are good if you want to do offline stuff. You can test drive. I'm gonna do a mission thing here just to get some gameplay in and not go into the PvP yet, but try to see what this is about here. I think I actually got people joining in. It's like a sort of a co-op deal of the 5 players, it looks like. Yeah, this is free to play. This is on the PS4 store right now. You can download it for free, play it for free. You can buy the DLC if you feel like it. Probably should turn the volume up a little bit so you can actually hear the sound. I had to turn it down. It was really, really annoying and loud. I mean, it wasn't bad music, but it was just like
Oh, hey, what's up?
hello.
This mission is easy.
Okay, so this is a co-op experience right here.
Yep. Oh, I got spotted. Everything is somewhere. spotted.
Identified.
Let's kill. Okay, let's go here.
Carefully there. Let your lion's potential count. Troopers, be cautious. There's no telling what they might do. Identified.
Okay, dude. Take care. Take care, man.
Identified. Identify target.
Nice.
Good work. Clear the skies for us. Protect the plane. You've accessed the hard drive remotely, but need time to download the intel.
Woo, what kill?
Identify target.
Let's capture this base. Oh, I got spotted.
Identified. Identify target.
Yeah, we won. Oh, I got spotted. Good kill. I love this thing.
Thanks, Black Company. You have no idea how important it is to stop the
It is amazing. I love it. Nice job, everybody. God team.
Okay, dude. Yeah, that was the actual PvE as it were. The missions had a guy talking through the mic. I don't know if you could hear it, but he had a good sportsmanship, congratulating the team, saying he loved the game, so the community is good. Uh, yeah, the I definitely like communities that are like that, that actually love the game. Congratulate teammates on good work, even if it is PvE stuff and whatnot. It's always nice to see a community like that. And sorry for being so silent. I was concentrating on the objective and whatnot. And so far, this game seems alright. Got the summary here. Got some different medals, sort of like you would in games like Call of Duty and whatnot, for spotting, doing different things in the game. And got the standard and premium currency. It looks like I actually got a premium, one of those. I guess it's like a limited premium progression type thing, like a XP boost or something. And it's interesting. Like this game, it's all right. It seems all right to me. See, I spotted 24 times. It looks like. Did I think there's a damage in the stats there. Took out 2 tanks. Did 559 points damage. Didn't get the captures. Other players were doing that. So there's different things you can focus on when you're doing the PvE and PvP, as it were, I think. So there's that. The teams, things, their performance, performance stats and whatnot. The shots fired, the misses, enemies killed, mitigated damage caused, assist, protection, match, people call out for help. It's definitely a team-oriented game, and if you got a team to play, it's not a bad. It doesn't feel like a bad free-to-play experience. Like, to me, I don't know how accurate this is, but like, I played World of Tanks briefly, and it didn't seem this polished to me. It seemed similar, but it didn't seem polished as much. Hey, Sage, how's it going? So, my thoughts on this is it's an alright free-to-play battle if you like the military type stuff. You got the missions for the PvE and the global operations for the PvP. You can test drive tanks to get used to them. You got your tutorials, battle PvP. You have to have a vehicle of tier 4 or higher. Basically, when you get these tanks, if it's anything like World of Tanks, you can upgrade them via the currency, and sort of raise them up in tiers, change their total build, their ammo, different things about them. And you can add it to your profile here, so I'll see what I can do. You can choose a little operator type identifier. Do that. Do my you can sort of highlight your achievements, I guess. Sort of like a thing in Smite does, so that's pretty cool. Vehicles. You actually, if you download this game and don't wait too long, there's actually a free piece of DLC for a shark tank, so you get that DLC free. There's also paid DLC. You can set your thing to private if you like. It looks like so. Then you got your little stats for PvP. Wins, losses, draws, and all that stuff. Kill to death ratio. Pulling a Call of Duty there for that. See, same for battle. Recent rewards. I got 8 vehicles unlocked, so that's pretty cool. Yep, little tidbits like that just make the customization more fun, I guess. The game more engaging and whatnot. And I don't understand how you like select the tank so much. I guess you highlight it and then you press X, and whatever tank you're on, you actually go into the match from there. I think that's how it works. The shark thing looks like they're rented for 3 days, so it's not actually, you don't actually get them for. That kind of sucks. Kind of misleading. I don't know if they disclosed that in the DLC. They probably did. They probably had to. Um, Tank destroyer. You actually get one. I think that's one of the shark things right there for free. And then you get, there's the rented ones. There's a couple of rented ones for the. Okay, so that's okay, I guess. But anyway, we'll get back into the game and see what we can do here. Do some PvP, see what it's like. But if you're joining, this is a different type of tank game. It's not based on legit military skirmishes. Basically, it's like a fictional scenario where corporations have taken over leadership roles and you are mercenaries for hire. The battlegrounds are different. You do have your war torn cities, destructible environments, different things. Um, but it's just a little bit different take on the whole warfare type deal. I wouldn't be totally different. Call of Duty's done the mercenary things before, but different for the tank scene, as it were. I think it's all right. It controls pretty smoothly in comparison to World of Tanks. Tanks, I think these feel a little more smooth. They turn a little more fluidly. So there's that. I noticed. Nothing too complicated in the way of control options. You know, basic shooter type layout with the tank, directionals in consideration. You know, like left thumbstick for moving the bottom part, and the right thumbstick for moving the top, as it were. Alright, let's see where am I at. Okay, let's see. Little rough. The netcode seems really, really good. I like the graphics in this thing too. It's really top notch. Good weather effects. Good. I'm being hit hard. Damage control. I'm about to be bored. See. Oh, I got blasted. He must have trailed me. So it's got respawn, which is pretty cool. Feels pretty satisfying hitting someone. Gotta get back out of cover.
Identify target. Identify target.
Oh crap.
Identify target.
I think it's based on a point system, sort of like something in Battlefield where you reach a
Identify target.
certain amount of points, it's over. So. I don't know, but the aiming thing on for me it seems to be a bit off. time I raise it, it's like, woo, they saw me. Yeah, it seems to zoom in a little bit off. I think this is sort of like capture points. So.
They're making a move for 3. We need backup.
So ramming is a thing, I guess. Oh, dude. It said team killed.
That was my bad.
That's alright. Okay, so I didn't talk much. I was trying to engage in that and gauge how good it was. The netcode is really smooth, very smooth. No glitching, no uh, nothing, no slowdown. Really smooth for an online connection, for a free-to-play game especially. Um, I liked it. I liked the visuals. I liked the controls. Controls feel smoother. The whole layout of the levels really complement the type of game it is. You got your vantage points, you got your capture points, different things to think about when you're battling. You don't just rush in and very tactical shooter. I liked it. You rank up, as you can see. Trying to think of what a game is. It's like a tank game that borrows subtle things from games like Battlefield, things from Call of Duty in a way with the basic TDM type stuff. I imagine the battle PvP would be more along the lines of TDM. That was more along the lines of capture or whatever you want to call it. So I think it's an alright game. I think I could get behind it if you like this type of thing. I think it's not a bad, not a bad, not a bad deal. I don't think. I think like I could see it be worth worth putting some money down on. Like if you really like that type of thing. I think it's gonna have like cosmetics if it's anything like World of Tanks where you can like change the camouflage on your tanks and whatnot. You can buy special tanks via the DLC if you want to do that, or you can just upgrade just basic tiers through whatever. I think that's alright too. Free to play, it feels alright. Now I will have to get into the economy a little more before I actually give a final verdict or anything, but like I said, like right now I got a sort of a premium limited thing. You earn those through gameplay of occasionally it gives you XP boost, currency boost, I imagine, stuff like that. So it's it seems to be rewarding enough in the free to play sense, but that seems to be is the keyword, seems to be. So definitely gonna have to give it some more time, play it some more, and try to do that, and see what it's all about. Now, for some reason, I cannot get into the vehicles or the story yet. I don't think I'm past the past the point where I need to actually where I'm considered ready enough to get into that stuff. So you definitely got to unlock the battle. It says you got to get a tier 4 or higher to play in this game mode. I don't know if you got to actually buy that to get in or what you got to do, but I imagine after you rank up to a certain point, it will unlock some stuff. So that's usually the way these games go. You usually rank up, you unlock modes of the game, you unlock options, like the vehicle customization or whatnot. I'll probably do another video on that later. Try to show you what that's about if I can get into it and all that. And definitely uploading this to YouTube, and gonna highlight it on Twitch if you want to watch it there. Yeah, thanks for stopping by, everybody. And this is Armored Warfare. If you're curious, it's out on the PS4 right now, free to play. You can buy DLC if you so wish. There is a free piece of DLC with a shark themed tank for free, and 3 shark rentals for 3 days. So there's that to look forward to if you want to get into it. As I said, the online netcode is really smooth. The game seems to play without a hitch. I mean, it's pretty impressive. I'm not really into this type of games usually, but it seems really smooth for what it is. Really polished. Possibly worth my time. Compared to Hawken, which is also on this, which I would have preferred, the netcode is leagues smoother than that. Doesn't feel as clunky, doesn't feel as unresponsive. Definitely smoother. So give it a try if you like. And I'll talk at you later. Take care and all that stuff. Game on.